G'day, I'm Warwick Schiller, and recently I did a video which was about another video I did last year or the year before about horses that want to bite and be nippy and sort of thing. And the horse that I used in that video was this new stallion here of Robin's. And when the story in both those videos was when those horses want to come over with their mouth and be a little bit mouthy like this, they're not actually trying to bite you, they're trying to engage with you. And I found that if you can just gently rub them, oh, you having a big yawn, mister? Yes, it's a big yawn. If you can just gently rub them around the muzzle and engage with them around the muzzle when they do that, eventually it satisfies their need to engage with you, and they end up stop doing that. So instead of doing something to them to tell them to stop doing it, they actually stop doing it on their own. But recently I've had a couple of people that have said, well, I was doing that and my horse bit me on the finger or bit me on the, like a pretty good bite. It's only been 2 people out of a lot of people that I've ever heard it from. But when I started questioning them about prior behaviours to that, turned out both those horses were pushy. And so with this whole engaging with the biting thing, it's only that their head's coming closer to me. If their body's coming closer, there's usually a lot more to it. And so, it's kind of like the horse stops and they kind of, it's kind of like they do this with their muzzle. But, think about when you shake hands, you reach out across that space. And the 2 people that I've talked to that actually have gotten bitten were engaging a horse that was also pushing on them with their body, if that makes sense. So, I'm not going to be engaging with them if they're pushing on me with their body. They've got to be standing like where he is over there, and they're reaching out with their muzzle. Okay, see his muzzle's, hey mister, how's it going? His muzzle's reaching out here. If he was to walk up here, I wouldn't be engaging with him. I'd say, hey, your body's too close to me. And I recently did a clinic where there was a horse, a big sort of I think he's a warm blood. Hey, mister. Big sort of a warm blood there that was pretty pushy and kind of out of control the first day. And I was explaining this to his owner about engaging with him, but also about that personal space. And I think it's a clip worth having a look at. A level of responsiveness to me, and that's what I need to be able to help him anyway. If you don't have that, then it's more problematic. Okay, so he walks up here and he's reaching out towards me right here, but then his feet kept coming. You see the difference right then? He's no longer stretched out to me. He's no longer reaching across to shake hands. He's now standing on top of me shaking hands. So now I'm going to create a little bit of energy like this. A little bit more, a little bit more. I'm going to keep going until he looks back towards me like that. So right then, did you watch his eyes? He was thinking of leaving. Yeah. And he was no longer on me, but mentally he was thinking about leaving. So I just kept going until he thought back towards me, then I stopped. Okay? So it's not so much about the distance. It's about the distance, but it's also about the awareness. I don't want to get him off me and have him mentally think away from me. I want to get him off me and have him mentally think back towards me. And so there's a couple of things going on then. One rabbit out. We met it. And so if he wants to come up and engage with me, he can. But notice he's asking now. He's like, hey, do you think I could maybe come up here and maybe say, hi, how's it going, mister? So once again, I just want to, hi, mister. I just want to reiterate that I'm engaging with their muzzle when they want to engage with me, but they're not pushing on me. So if try not to ignore the fact that horse is pushing on you. Oh, you want to say hi? Horse is pushing on you with their body. If that's going on, I'm not going to engage with them. So, you've got to be careful when you engage with them, and you've got to make sure that it's not something else that they're doing, i.e. pushing on you.